Welcome to Tub Tarot. We are back in the tub. Let's dive in and see what Source, Divine, and the angels and the ancestors has to say to us today. Let it be a message of healing. Let it be a message of understanding. We have the Five of Swords, Ten of Swords, Page of Wands, and Page of Swords. One more card for the collective. Six of Cups. People from the past are quite curious of your new beginnings, of your new thoughts and your new way of living, and how diligent you have been working on these new beginnings. They want to know what's going on with you. A community of people who you should have been collaborating with, they're now a group of people who you should have been collaborating with, but they caused you nothing but conflict and battles. And with the Six of Cups, the Ten of Wands in reverse, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. People from the past, family members, friends, they created an illusion around you. They gave you a fantasy. They wanted you to be confused. And in that confusion, you became stressed, overburdened, and you may have been trying to hold on to these relationships, work hard at these relationships, to build the team that you always wanted, to build the family that you always wanted, but they constantly put you in a state of confusion, and you were the only one doing all the work to hold on to this relationship. And we have a Page of Swords. And now they're looking at you moving on to your new beginnings, your new passion. You have started completely over because the cycle was closed. You said enough, enough. And these people who caused you all this conflict, by you walking away, you slayed them. You deaded them. And now you may have blocked them. You may are no longer talking to them because you had enough of the Ten of Swords energy. You had enough of the Ten of Wands energy, of carrying all the burdens, of being in illusions. You didn't feel comfortable. You felt something was off, but you didn't know what. That is what being in an illusion is. You can't have the evidence in your hand, but your mind, your body, your intuition is telling you that something is not right. It's like you're living in a fog. You're half up, you're half down. Because that is what illusions do. That is what the fantasy does. And you have woken up out of this illusion that it's not going to be the happy-go-lucky family or friendship that you thought it was going to be all this time that you were working at it, trying to be that. You've woken up from the illusion. You've woken up from the fog, and you've created new beginnings, and you've been working on yourself. You've been doing the shadow work. You have been moving on, forging ahead to a new path. And these individuals from your past are looking at you now, and they are paranoid. They now have the exhaustion, the fatigue, and all the overburdens that you used to carry all by yourself because you have dropped them. You have let them go. And now all the struggle that you went through and all that pain of the one-sided non-reciprocal relationships, they now are in that. And they're still watching you, wondering, why are you no longer in this Ten of Wands energy? Because you've woken up. You've done the work on yourself. It is now their karma. And then you have Six of Cups again. It was definitely a family situation, childhood situation, that put you in this Ten of Swords energy. Then we have Knight of Cups and the Fool card. You're moving on. You're on to new beginnings. You're forging new paths in life. You have new opportunities, new pleasures. And with the Nine of Cups, you are now resistant to this illusion. You have donned your armor, and you are going to go to individuals and places and things and people that see you for your big heart that you have. You are now moving forward and romanticizing your life. You are igniting your creativity. These people may have put you in a state of creative lack. People can not only block your finances, block your emotional well-being and mental well-being, but they can block your creativity. And when you are distracted and focused on illusions and carrying the burdens all by yourself, you lack your creative spark. You are now back into your creative spark. You don your armor to battle these illusions. You are no longer in the 10 of Cups energy. You are forging ahead a path of where you are romanticizing every aspect of your life. You are head in the clouds, but you are grounded and you have your armor of protection from spirit, from guide, from your intuition. You no longer are living in these illusions from your past. You are no longer going to carry the burden and be the punching bag, be the scapegoat, be the black sheep. By you walking away, this community that caused you so much strife, you won. You won the battle. And now all they can do is look at you, watch you. They might be watching you from social media. They may be having other people watch you from their accounts and passing on the information. The Page of Swords is a nosy mother jucka, passing on information, digging into things. But now they're looking at you and they see the work you've done. They see the new paths that you are on. They see how you are, regardless of how you were treated, the burdens. They wanted you not to romanticize. They wanted you still not to follow your heart. They wanted your heart to be cold, become cold. But you didn't. If anything, that opened your heart even more. All this illusions and burdens made you open your heart even more and become the fool. You're like, nothing can be worse than what this is. So I am going to take a chance, take the leap of faith, and keep moving forward. I'm going to do the work on myself. I'm going to do the shadow work. And what opportunities are given to me, I'm going to jump into them. And they hate that for you. That right there is just how you've won. Because these people are stuck. These people are stuck. You see how he looks like in a hangman position? They're stuck. They're in limbo now because they focused all their energy on you instead of doing their own inner work. And now they're in exhaustion. They're in the fatigue. They have a lack of motivation. Somebody might be going into a paranoid state. Because you laid that down. And when you lay down all that bad energy, that bad karma, that evil eye that someone has been giving to you, where does it go? It goes back to the person who sent it. So it's going back to the individuals who wanted you to be in this illusion of you and of this lack. Now they are experiencing exactly what they called for you to experience. And that is their dharma. That is what you get. You don't be fucking around with people like that. It is not okay. And instead of working on themselves, they chose to put out evil eye. They chose to be jealous. They chose to be envious instead of doing their own work. And now it's back on them and they are feeling the brunt of it. And not only are they feeling the brunt of it, they are wondering how the hell all this stuff I put you through, how the hell are you still the fool and walking into opportunities, head in the cloud, la 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 la, still that jovial person? Because they're feeling it and they're like, I might not make it through. I might not make it through this. Whew. Let's see, what else? I'm called to go back to this. Now that we have made it through, what is on the horizon for the collective? What is on the horizon for the collective? Justice in the reverse. Justice in the reverse. They see this as unfair. They see this as their punishment for their dishonesty, but they see it as unfair. They feel like you have done something to them, but in reality, that is their own evil eye coming back on them. They feel like your hard work and you putting down these burdens and you moving forward is some evil work that you have put onto them, but in reality, it is just them. It's just their own BS going back to them. You may have done a call back my power, or you started standing in your power, definitely. And you may have done return to senders, call back my power, which all that is not cursing an individual. It is just putting you in a protective bubble. It is letting the energies, the entities, the universe know that you do not give permission to these individuals to play in your energy. And when you put yourself in a protective bubble, that is the universe. Then, bing, like who was it? What superhero? I don't know. Wonder Woman, bing, bing, bing. You bouncing back all that evil eye. And they think you're cursing them, when in reality, it is just their own evil eye being projected back to them. So now they feel that you are punishing them, or that you are putting some curse on them, when in reality, this is their own works. This is your own doing. And the lack of accountability, literally the justice. They are not seeing that all the things that they have done and recognizing what they have done to you, they're taking no accountability. They are not owning up to any of the things that they have done. And so now they're in a state of confusion, paranoia. They have lack of motivation, because that is what they were sending to you. And they're wondering, where is it all coming from? It's them. When you put out that evil energy for one who is protected and they know the realms of the universe, they know how that energy shit work, that shit is going back to you. They're playing and stuff they don't even know all the rules. They're playing in this karmic universe and don't even know all the rules. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then we have Knight of Swords. This is a fast-moving action card. You are on your way to all that you believe in, all that you have encompassed when taking yourself out of this cycle. You found a new belief, you found your root, you found your alignment. And this may have seemed overnight to some, but your working and your diligence was ongoing, but you did it in silence. But now your fruitions seem to be coming in rapidly. Your manifestation, your fruition seem to be coming in quickly because of that alignment, because of that shadow work. And people are looking at you like you are an overnight success. But little do they know how hard you have been working in silence. That is how you're supposed to move, in silence. Every mother chucka doesn't need to know every move, every play that you make. And this may have been a community that you used to share all of your things with, all of your information with. And little did you know, you were in the fog and the confusion. So every little plan, every little thing that you tried to share with these individuals, they tried to muck it up in some way. Not saying that you didn't have accomplishments, not saying that you didn't go forth and do plenty of things that these people were envious of, because they would not be envious of you if you weren't doing something that they weren't capable of. They wouldn't try to put you in a fog if you weren't doing something that they were not capable of. You had accomplishments. But it was always up and down, up and down. But now that you have aligned, now that you have done the shadow work, you had the dark night of the soul. Ten of Swords, you had to have a dark night of the soul. So now that you have done the work, your manifestations are coming in quickly. You are the master manifester. And you now have a set of beliefs that these people have no idea. They can no possible way can they understand. And they're looking at you, trying to see how you're doing it. What are these new tactics that you're doing? Because all the whole time they were always looking at you to see what you would do next. But now you have asked for protection. You have called your power back. You have cloaked yourself. And now they're wondering, what is going on with you? How is she doing it? But that is not for them to know, because they need to work on themselves. They have been siphoning off your energy for all these years and then putting you in the illusion like you weren't the one. Like you weren't the one they were getting the energy from. That's crazy. What else? Like you weren't that girl. Like you weren't that guy the whole time. What is this? King of Cups in reverse. Yeah. You would share your ideas with them. They would give you bad advice. They would emotionally manipulate you. They would make you feel like what you were bound to do was impossible. They would make you feel like that's dumb. And then you would stop with that passion. Then you would not go forth with it, knowing they're giving you bad advice, knowing, or when you did accomplish something, they didn't clap for you like they should. This is cold. They didn't clap for you like they should. They dismissed it like it wasn't an accomplishment, like it wasn't something that if they did, they would want the whole world to clap for. It was in your best interest to move away from this community. And with this cups out here twice, this is definitely a family situation. We have a Scorpio. We have a Capricorn. Aquarius, Sagittarius, another Scorpio, another Sag, Virgo, Libra, any air sign. But there is a lot of Scorpio and there is a lot of air out here. Let's move on from this energy. What else? New deck, moving on. We know, they know that you're the girl, so that's what it is. Yeah, temperance. Exactly. You have found your balance. You are aligned with the universe. You are aligned and grounded. When you have one foot in the water and one foot on the ground, you are aligned with your emotions. You are emotionally stable. You are tempered. Temperance. You are tempered. When the water in the bath is just right. Tempered, perfect alignment. If you are questioning if you are on the right path, if you are questioning if you should have removed yourself from this community, this is confirmation. You did the right thing, because look at this alignment. You are not only your head in the clouds and connected with the universe, with the guides, with your ancestors, but you are grounded also. That means you are grounded with Mother Gaia. You are grounded with the earth. You know that when you feel a little shaky, you know who to go to. When you feel your energy is off, you know what to do. You know how to ground yourself. You know how to get back into alignment. This is beautiful. The best thing you could have done was remove yourself from this situation. 7 of Wands. Remove yourself from the situation and remember to keep up your defenses. Because they're going to try to still come back. They're going to try to come back in and still paint this illusion. But little do they know how aligned you are. Little do they know that you see them for exactly who they are. So keep your defenses up. Protect yourself. Do your protection rituals. Call your power back. This is something that they're not aware of, that you know how to do. And that's not for them to know. But you need to keep doing this. Keep doing whatever you're doing. Spiritual baths, candle work, calling your power back. Just speaking positivity over your life, speaking protection over your life is a protection ritual. You need to keep doing that. Because these energies seem not to be giving up. I don't do reversals on this deck. Ace of Wands. Yes. In the universe, you keeping your defenses up, you keeping in alignment and doing the work on yourself, working with the divine. The universe is handing you new creative opportunities, new passions, new alignment with just who you are as a person, your own self-worth. They're handing you all of these new opportunities because this is your reward for doing this. When you walk away from something, when you remove yourself from something, the universe sees that and they reward you for that. Because you didn't stay stuck in a cycle. Because you didn't stay stuck in a cycle of illusions and fantasy and doing all the work and thinking that, oh, I'm the best sister, oh, I'm the best mother, oh, I'm the best brother, oh, I'm the best uncle if I carry all these burdens for everyone else. No, they knew that that wasn't a place for you, and they were waiting for you to wake up out of those illusions. And as soon as you wake up, here, the universe is here. Your hand is out, they're giving it to you. The universe is handing you all these new opportunities. King of Cups. Now, the new opportunity may be an individual or people. It doesn't have to be a romantic. It might be the community that you need who is actually going to see you and recognize you for who you are and appreciate you for who you are. Who's going to give you the reciprocal love. And this also may be abundance. When I see this nice looking man in a suit on the boat in the marina, yachts, money, water, tempered emotions, emotionally stable, emotionally available, ready to give, well dressed, this to me is always a possible man, a possible relationship, or a woman who is emotionally stable, who's emotionally available, who is established, well dressed. The universe may also be handing you an opportunity in love. And what was this? The Knight of Cups is also Prince Charming. It's also a love, romantic proposal. So moving away, as I said, people can not only block you creatively, mentally, but they can block your divine counterparts. So what else? What up with this Knight of Cups? Ooh, Eight of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles. This is just a repeat of the message. With this Five of Pentacles, it's never to me, because you see the man in the shadows and she's walking away. She has her things, her inner child, I think this is her inner child, or if you have a child. You're walking away from sketchy individuals, walking away from the shadows, the people who wanted you to be in the shadows, of the people who were using trickery and illusions on you. You are walking away and you're taking you with you, your inner child, or your children if you have children, and you are moving forward. This does not seem a woman who is destitute and the Five of Pentacles and hurt. You may have been hurt emotionally, and that may be the inner child. You're protecting your inner child from that hurt that was from the past, and you're moving forward. And with this Eight of Pentacles, All of these are aligned. All of these are the same painting. All of these paintings are mirroring each other. And with the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Cups here, it's like you're moving forward, moving on from the Five of Pentacles, taking your inner child, nurturing your inner child. But these paintings are mirroring each other. And when you are aligned with your inner self, you are aligned with the universe and know yourself and protecting yourself and know you have self-worth and know you are worthy of all things. The universe now can bring you a partner who mirrors these things, who are mirroring these exact attributes that you have and that you are looking for, because now you are in a line. Now you have done the work. This Eight of Pentacles is not only creativity to me and hard work and perfecting things, but it's also a mirror. And now that the universe is calling, now you can call in the exact mirrored counterpart to you. Let's see. How long is this? I don't want them to be too long because they take forever to upload into YouTube. Black Kyanite, set strong boundaries. Yes, as I said with the Seven of Swords. Keep your boundaries up. And this is also within relationships of a romantical type. You need to set strong boundaries because you may be a person who get lost in the illusion of a counterpart. You get lost in the illusion of being with a partner. You need to set strong boundaries and remain in temperance. When you find this partner, don't get lost. Keep your boundaries up. Keep your routines up. Keep doing what has got you to this place. We must not lose ourselves in partnership. Yes, it is divinely orchestrated, but we could still fall back into the tendencies of old cycles. That's why you keep your boundaries clear and set them strong. What else? Yes, live in your purpose. Because now you have found your divine guidance, your divine alignment, and don't let any relationship throw you off of your purpose path. Even if this is a relationship that you manifested and they're divine partnerships and they are what the universe brought to you, the universe also wants you to remain steady in who you are. Don't let your practices, your self-worth go to the wayside. Remain in your purpose. Remain in alignment. One more card and we're going to cut this short. Not short. I feel like I've been long here a long time. One more card for the collective. Ending, easy ending for the girls. Blue Moon. A rare magical moment. Bring unexpected opportunities, second chances, and hidden blessings from the universe. Rare opportunities, second chances, hidden blessings. And with all this blue, it's giving emotional. So you may have felt like your opportunity for love, your opportunity for community was gone because of this. Because the community that was so close to you, you woke up and realized how bad they were doing you. And now the opportunity, a rare opportunity, a new opportunity has opened up because you closed the cycle. It is never too late. And the universe is letting you know this. This is a rare, magical opportunity, a second chance for community, a second chance for love, a second chance for you to be in an emotionally balanced relationship, be it friendships, be it a spouse or partnerships, and this may be also work. You are given a second chance, a rare opportunity to go forth and be living in your purpose and having people recognize you for who you are and living authentically, living creatively. You are now giving a second chance for reciprocation because you closed the cycle. You closed the cycle because you were always that one. You were always that girl, that guy, and they were siphoning off of you. They wanted you to be in illusions, but you closed the cycle and you are now able to move forward and get second opportunities of the love you deserve. Thank you for watching Tub Tarot.